you started off as a freelancer, right? So you started off freelancing. How was that like compared to like the agency model? Because when I first met you, like you were working a lot. I mean, you're a hardworking guy. I know that, but like you were working insane amount of hours, correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much true. It's still the same though, to be honest. It's still the same, but I'm just making more bank.
Okay. Okay.
But no, it's okay. It's a good question though. Like, first of all, the freelancing for me was more about educational purposes. So I had a really good opportunity to work for big agencies, for corporates, which was for me so valuable because I came there as a meteor or a junior. So I learned a lot from seniors. I learned a lot also of the guys, the sales guys doing their pitches. Um, you learn a lot by just looking and paying attention, right? And that's what was for me freelancing was ideal. But then I started, I think it was actually before the coaching, I started to do my own clients. And I had some clients running, I think like 5 4 clients running, which were good, small clients, local clients mostly. And I
Mhm.
started outsourcing them, right? I started outsourcing the freelancers and then getting more people in engagement in the agency scene for me.
Yeah.
But it was really hard because as a freelancer, you know so well what you're doing. And that's communication and translating and building that business model so you can, by example, really just like copy paste it and tell it to a freelancer who works
Yeah.
for you. It's different. It's a totally different mindset. Um, and yeah, it was for me. I was stuck there. I was stuck building that process and building that template. By example, just building a template. Like, hey, this is what I do. Somebody please help me with this and try to copy paste it from me, and then we build it together for a client.
Mm-hmm. So like systemize the whole kind of the whole thing. You mentioned it's a complete different mindset, right? Was it hard transitioning? Because I see this a lot, right? I've had other mentees who are freelancers, and you know, one of the things that I see a lot is like they're great at their craft. Maybe they make a bunch of money, right? But like then comes someone who hasn't had any experience in the business world, right? Who hasn't done any freelancing, and they pick up the kind of the CEO founder role much easier because they're not stuck in that like previous mindset of like doing everything themselves. You know, I'm not saying one is, you know, obviously the agency model is all about being the founder CEO and focusing on those revenue generating activities. But my point is, and a question is was it hard to transition to that mindset? Like what are some of the hardest things you found transitioning to the agency business model and you now being the CEO?
Yeah, that's a great question, to be honest. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, when I started, man, as a freelancer, you're so solid in mindset, everything that you do must be perfect, and your knowledge must be everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And as an agency owner, you have that like 80-20 principle. You know only 20% of what you're selling mostly sometimes, but that's good enough because you're gonna surround yourself with people who know way more and can help you build your agency. And that's the biggest mindset change I have actually needed to confirm on that one. That I was really like control freaking everything in my agency in the beginning as a freelancer and then starting up. And I burned through a lot of freelancers. I burned actually through, I think, 6 or 7 freelancers in the beginning, but just because I was too much of a control freak and too much of just like, I want everything that is precisely done that way, and I know that that works and that works. But in the end, it's impossible to know everything, right? It's impossible to know everything. So once you know 20% of what you're selling, 20% of your ads, of your Facebook ads, Google ads, platform marketing funnels, I don't care what you're doing, click funnels, just find somebody who can help you and knows more about it. And you're supposed to be the guy that can help the client, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not the guy that helps your freelancer. You're the guy that helps the client. And that's the big difference I think I made.